When Wilfredo de Jesus was picked to become the senior pastor of New Life Covenant, the small church in the heart of Chicago had just 68 members. Since then, the church has expanded its base and its reach, and according to Pastor de Jesus, all it took was a little amazing faith.
Pastor Wilfredo de Jesus, better known as Pastor Choco, is one of Time Magazine's 100 most influential people of 2013. He's been the senior pastor of New Life Covenant Church for over a decade with 14,000 members. It's the largest Assemblies of God church in the U.S. and has 135 worldwide ministries. Pastor Choco grew up in a rough Chicago neighborhood, and his future didn't look good. Then at 14, his life turned around and he found his destiny. His book, Amazing Faith, shares life stories that show no one is too lost or too hopeless for God's love and how to find your purpose.
And joining us now is Pastor de Jesus. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here this morning.
Awesome. Tell us a little about the people that your church tries to reach, especially in a huge city like Chicago.
Yeah, basically the people that we try to reach are the ones that nobody wants. Those who are destitute, those who are marginalized, who are suffering. And we just, as a church, New Life Covenant, go after those people.
How is the church in general meeting or not meeting the unique needs of Hispanics in this country?
New Life Covenant has been a church that is diverse of many people. And so we want to make sure we meet the needs of all sorts of people. Yes, I'm Hispanic, but I first represent the kingdom of God. Amen. And I'm an ambassador of his kingdom. And so we bring in all sorts of people and try to meet everyone's need.
And tell us some of the ways that you're doing that.
Well, we're doing it through the Dream Center. We're doing it, which is a place where women can come out of the streets from prostitution, drug addiction, a Manna for Life, which feeds hungry people, around 200 people every Saturday, averages. Bridge to Life, we send out our vans under the bridges of the city of Chicago to feed the homeless. Gangs to Grace, youth ministry, children's ministries. So these are some of the ministries that begin to touch lives right where they're at.
As a leader of a church with 14,000 members, what are you doing to attract so many people?
So I think our worship, our message, uncompromising message of the gospel of Jesus Christ attracts the people, our ministries, that people get involved, and that we do what we say we're going to do with the stewardship, with the monies that God has given us.
You are the VP for Social Justice with the country's largest association of Hispanic churches. What would you say are the toughest issues of the day, and what are you doing about them?
Yeah, I think some of the toughest issues that facing America is the issue of immigration, which is dear to us as NHCLC. And what we're doing to address that, a few years ago, I traveled the nation to cities talking about immigration, exposing elected officials, exposing religious leaders to the issues of immigration. That's one issue. Education, it's another issue. Housing, how our people are being treated. And so that's the part of social justice. It's not only preaching on the pulpit, but being able to be the voice to those who are voiceless.
What are some of the most important lessons that you've learned as you have followed Christ and you're serving others? I understand you've written a book about that as well.
Yeah. One of the lessons I've learned is the faith. You really don't see your faith grow until you activate it. As Christians here in America, our faith has been on a shelf, right? We've been a prosperous nation, so why do we need God? Until all that is taken away, then you got to go back to that shelf and see where your faith is.
Pastor Wilfredo de Jesus, thank you so much for joining us. God bless you.
Thank you.